Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, today we'll continue with the chapter of our airport ground operation training. So guys, before let me go to the next topic, let me revise the previous topic, whatever we had done the previous part. So guys, in the previous part we saw that which are the boards of directors of boards like DGCA and BCAS, and then what we had learnt, I don't remember, right? You guys will say that only. Guys, if you are interested and if you want to be a part of aviation, you cannot say that I learned that but I forgot. If you are forgetting, then that is not gonna work out. So you guys have to just revise it. If your memory power is not that good, just keep a eye, just revise whatever you are learning. Okay, so DGCA take care of safety and BCAS take care of security, right? And apart from that, we had saw that airport layout. So airport is divided into how many parts? Totally 2 parts, that is air side and land side, right? In land side, I had not mentioned one thing, but one of our friend, while watching video, he asked me that whatever activities happens, like the car parking or the other like pick up and drop happens, does that comes under land side? So guys, my answer is yes. Whatever happen near the terminal and next to the terminal, like you are coming from home to airport, the road which comes near the airport, that is also considered as land side. So parking area, then pick up and drop area, those all are considered as land side. Okay, so let's begin with the today's topic. So today let us see how many total departments are there, and then we will proceed to our departments which we are going to get trained. So friends, let's begin with the departments. So let us see how many departments totally we have. So you can check, you can see in the back screen that we have totally 7 departments in the airport, but mainly we will be focusing on the department which we are gonna work. Okay, so the first department is airport operation and customer service, regarding which our further classes will be. So you guys will get to know what is airport operation and customer service. Okay, next department what we have is the cargo department. So cargo department is totally for the cargo people, or we can say it like courier, or if you have to send something in expressway, so those things are considered as cargo, right? Then engineering department, we have engineering department who take care of aircraft maintenance and checking the stuffs of the aircrafts, and also
ಮಾಡು
ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ
ಅಲ್ಸೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡು ಮಾಡು ಅಲ್ಲಾಡಬೇಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
and also they take care of doing general checkup of the aircraft. Flight operations, so flight operations again, they are the main part of aviation. So flight operations are nothing but our pilots. So pilots are considered as flight operation, their department is flight operation. Then comes in-flight service. So you all know cabin crew, but do you guys know what department they work for? Okay, so cabin crew comes under in-flight service department. Okay, then we have next department is dispatch. So dispatch is basically nothing but preparing all the flight papers. So before a flight has to take off, or before a flight is scheduled, the flight paper should be ready and it should be submitted to the ATC, as well as a copy of flight paper should be with the captains. So flight dispatch department, or these peoples take care of filing the flight papers and also making sure that wherever the flight is going, it is going as per the authority rules and regulations. Then the last department what we have is human resource. So in the short form we call it as HR. So HR you all may know what they do. So their work is hiring the people and also taking care of the staff and the requirement of a station. So if a station required 100 staffs, so it is their duty to make sure that they are providing 100 staff. Okay, so these are the departments which are there in the airport. So if you qualify for any of these department, or if you want to go in any of these department, you can go. So in these classes I'll be only teaching about airport operation and customer service, the first point. Okay, so let's see airport operation and airport operation and customer service, what and all it considers. Okay, so airport operation and customer service, again it is subdivided or subcategorized into 3 departments. The first one is customer service officer, and the second one is ramp officer, and third security officers. Okay guys, so let's see briefly about these 3 departments, what and all their work is, and what and all are their roles and responsibilities. So we'll begin with the customer service officer. Okay, so as you can see in the back screen, customer service officer, their roles and responsibilities are to assist customer through all procedures. So what and all procedures we have in an airport, like once any customer, or if you are traveling as a passenger, if you enter to an airport, or we call it as terminal, once you enter into the terminal, first part what you will do, or what any other passenger will do, is he will directly go to the check-in counter. Okay, if he is a frequent flyer. If he is or she is traveling for the first time, then they might have some questions, or like if they have never seen the airport, then they might have the questions like, where should I go, what to do next, right? So here customer service agents will be available as a floor walker, and also they will be inside the terminal walking here and there to assist the passengers. So the first roles and responsibility of a customer service agent is to assist customer through all procedures. Okay, then we have reservations and ticketing. So if you don't have any ticket, or if you have not booked your flight ticket, so you can visit the reservation and ticketing counter. Or else, like if you have any query regarding any flights, or regarding payment, or regarding like you need any services extra, like if you want a wheelchair, or if you want excess baggage charges to pay. So excess baggage charges, again you can pay it near the check-in counter, but if you want wheelchair, or if you want any sort of help, meet and assist, anything like that, you have to visit reservations and ticketing counter. So again, the second roles and responsibility of a customer service agent is to help out the passenger with their queries and their needs. So you might have got it, what they have to do. Then we have departures in the third point. So in the departures, again the staff will be allocated at check-in counter to check in the passengers, then at boarding gate to board the passengers. So these both, and if the SHA, so SHA is basically called security handling area, which will be handled by CISF. And if it is crowded, or if like in some occasions the security handling area will be more or much crowded, in that cases you can take the help out of customer service agent, and you can clear it, the security area you can clear it easily and fast. If your flight is in next 35 minutes, and still if you have not cleared the SHA, then they will help you out. So again here customer service officer comes into the pitch, and they will help the customer. Then we have arrivals, the fourth roles and responsibilities. The fourth point is arrivals. So in the arrivals, again some of the passenger might have query like they have not received their bag yet, or like they had booked something like Excel sheet or like fast forward bag. So there are like different airline has the different services. So if you have booked the service and if you have not got it, so as soon as you come out of aircraft, come to arrivals, you will question the staff like, I have not received so and so service which I had booked, so you can refund me, or what is the next procedure to complaint a file, or like whatever the passenger required. So that thing again the customer service people handle it. Then the fifth and foremost thing is post flight departure. So after departure, it's not like that staff work is done. Once the flight is departed, now again the staff has to maintain a file or the filings, what we call it as filings. So there we have to make sure that all the papers has been filed properly, and the customer service or whoever had handled that flight, they have to file the documents and keep it safely. Okay, so these are the roles and responsibilities of customer service officer. Now let's see what is the roles and responsibilities of ramp officer. So there is a lots of difference between a ramp officer and a customer service officer, because in the customer service officer, he or she has to deal with customer, and they have to make sure that whichever flights they are doing on time, like whatever they are doing, like checking or boarding the passenger, so whatever they are doing on time. But when it comes to ramp officer, it is totally different. Ramp officer has to monitor all the activities which is happening near the aircraft, as well as he has to follow some checkpoints. Okay, so let's begin what and all checkpoints they have to follow up and what are their roles and responsibilities. So the first and foremost roles and responsibilities are, before the flight comes, the staff has to be available at parking bay 20 minutes prior to the aircraft arrival. So if the aircraft is gonna come in 20 minutes, before 20 minutes the ramp staff has to be available at the aircraft parking stand. Then the ramp staff has to make sure of whatever equipments they are going to use, or whatever equipments they will be using for that flight, it has checked and the serviceability of the equipments are proper. So again, what and all equipments we use and what and all serviceability check we have to do, that we will study in the further classes. Okay, so the third roles and responsibilities is, during the flight ensure everyone is smooth, safe, and flight is on time. Okay, so we have, like being a ramp staff or being a ramp officer, so we have to make sure that flight is safe, the passengers are safe, and whoever is working near the aircraft, like you might have seen the loading, offloading of the baggage and fueling is happening, so lots of activities happens near the aircraft. So whatever happens, the safety of that particular thing or particular activities is monitored by a ramp officer. Okay, then next roles and responsibility what he has is to note down all the activities timing. So I'll give you example what are the activities timing they have to note down. Okay, suppose if the cabin cleaning is going on, so the ramp officer has to make sure that he is noting down the time, at what time cleaning started, cabin cleaning started, and at what time cabin cleaning ended. Because if the flight get delayed because of cabin cleaning, then he is the person who has to give explanation that why that flight was delayed. Suppose if the boarding gate staff didn't started boarding on time and he, like because of boarding gate the flight was delayed, again it is the role, it is the responsibility of ramp officer to make sure that you should know why the flight got delayed, or like why the boarding gate staff delayed the boarding. Okay, so like whatever activities happens near the aircraft, it's your duty and it's your roles and responsibilities to make sure that you know the timing of at what time what activity started and at what time what activity ended. Okay, then next what we have to do is like filling the RAM filing. So like we have few documents which we have to maintain, which we have to fill it at a time near the aircraft. And suppose for example, if any person comes for audit, like if a DGCA comes for audit, first and foremost thing he will ask is like, where is the flight documents and where is the filings, please can you show me. So you have to make sure whatever activity is happening, you know that time and you have mentioned that time in the filing, as well as whatever importance or whatever important things has to be maintained in the filing, you have mentioned it. So this filing part also we will be seeing in this same training. So when the filing part comes, we'll go in the deeper and we'll check it what is the filing papers. Okay, then we have to make sure loading is done as per the LIR provided by L&T. So guys, L&T is load and trim officer. So the full form of L&T is load and trim officer, and the full form of LIR is loading instruction report. So again, this LIR is the first and foremost important document what DGCA people ask if they come for audit. Even if any safety person comes, not only from DGCA, in the airport also there will be a safety authority, safety person, or from your own airline there will be a safety auditor or safety person. He or she will come and ask where is the LIR. That LIR is the document what they ask first. So again, it is the role and responsibility of a ramp officer to make sure he has filled the LIR as per the instruction given by the L&T officer, L&T staff, and whatever loading happening inside the aircraft, that is happening as per the LIR what you have filled out. Okay, so these are the roles and responsibilities. Along with this, you are the one who has to take care of the safety of the whole aircraft. Okay, so not the securities. For security part will come, but for safety, the ramp officer is the first person who will be questioned if any safety lapse happens. So again, you are the one who has to take care of the safety, and after all the activities has been done, you are the one who has to go around the aircraft and check it out if everything is done properly and not. Okay, apart from us, even the engineering department will check whatever the like cargo holds were open, or whatever the parts of the aircraft was open, that is properly closed or not. But again, it is also our duty, because we cannot rely on one person for safety. So it's your duty as well as engineering team duty. But if somebody questions you that this safety was lapsed or this safety procedure was not followed, we cannot say, or a ramp staff cannot say that it's like I thought that engineering team will check it out. So we have to not do, or we don't have any option here of playing a blame game. Okay, now let's see what is the third department, like what is the third sub department and what and all are their roles and responsibilities. So the third sub department is security officers. So security officers, again, they only take care of security. So guys, if anything happens regarding the safety, that will be taken care by the ramp officer, and anything goes wrong which is regard to security, that will be coming on security officer or security staff. Okay, so the first and foremost thing is to ensure the security of the airport as well as passengers. So security staff first and foremost duty is to make sure that aircraft is secured and the airport and the passenger is secured. So again, we cannot say that here that CISF is the security person. No, each and every airline or each and every ground handling agencies has their own security department and security team. So each and every security department, like each and every airline security department, take care of the security of the airport aircraft as well as the passenger. Then you might have seen the baggage will be screened before loading into the aircraft. So in simple word I'll tell, before the, like if the passenger has dropped a bag near the check-in counter, before that is loaded inside the aircraft, that baggage will be screened thoroughly through screening machines. So again, this screening of bags will be done by the security staffs. Then securing of company properties like aircraft. So guys, if there is no activities happening near the aircraft, still there will be a security staff available near the aircraft to make sure that no other airline or no other aircraft or no other third party people or your own airline person is gonna harm the aircraft. So again, the security people will take care of that security of the aircraft, as well as they are the one who maintain the entry and exit log. So entry and exit log is only maintained for the staff or whoever is working in the airport, not for the passengers. For passengers, the security team will check the boarding pass before the passenger get inside the aircraft. You might have seen, once the boarding gate has released, like once the gate has boarded you and they have released, near the aircraft point there will be one person who will be checking your boarding card. So he is again from the security team and he has to make sure that correct passenger is boarding the correct aircraft. Same way, he has to maintain the logbook for entry and exit of the staff. So suppose I am a staff of a airline, and if I want to enter that aircraft, I have to go to the security staff, I have to enter my name, I have to sign it, I have to write down my time, at what time I am getting inside, and the purpose of getting inside. So what is the purpose that I am getting inside the aircraft? These things has to be maintained in that logbook, and that logbook is maintained by the security staff. Then conducting of ASC checks before flight. So here in the back screen I have given conducting ASC check before the flight, but also like after the flight also they do the ASC check. So let me tell you what is the ASC full form. ASC is anti-sabotage check. So anti-sabotage check is done after, like once the flight has landed, all the passenger has deplaned, the security team will come, they will check inside the aircraft, like each and every seats they check, each and every seat pockets they check. So I'll tell you why they check. There is a chances, like if a passenger has left out his things inside the front pocket of the seats, or like you might have missed out something in the aircraft, or you have left out something in the aircraft. So if any other passengers, like if that flight has come to Bangalore and from Bangalore if it is going somewhere else, if it gets to the other passenger, again it will be difficult for the first passenger who has lost it. So often you might have known that while traveling in flight you will not miss your things if you have forgot or if you have left it in the aircraft. So again it is security people who goes, checks, and they take the like whatever things he get or she gets, they will take and they will submit it in the security office, and if any passenger claims, then they will give it back to the passengers. Okay, apart from that, even they check like is there any unwanted things which is left out in the aircraft. So those things they will check and they will remove it. Then ensuring correct passenger boarding the flight. As I said before, they are the one who take care and who make sure that correct passenger is boarding correct flight, because passenger doesn't know where this flight is going. Like suppose if there is two flight parked at adjacent bay, how do a passenger know which flight will go to which destination? So again, like if it is a non aerobridge, so the coach will come, the coach will leave the passenger near the aircraft, and the security team will check the boarding pass of the passenger. They make sure that that is the correct boarding pass of that passenger, and then only they allow the passenger to board inside the aircraft or to get inside the aircraft. So guys, we'll stop it here today. So guys, that's it for today's class. and I have also mentioned the playlist in the description. So if you have not seen the first part or first class video, you can go there and check it out. And guys, in the next upcoming classes we'll start with communication codes. So what and all are communication codes we use in airport and so on. So guys, again I'll request one thing, like after watching video, please do comment, please give feedback so that I can improve myself, because I am not a perfect, or I cannot say that I am perfect. So if you guys give me feedback, that will be good, and it will also help me, as well as it will make sure that whenever I take my next class, it will improve my teaching if it is not up to that mark. Okay guys, so we'll meet up in the next video with the topic of communication codes and so on. And guys, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video, please hit the like button. So we'll meet up in the next class. Till then, bye bye, take care.